Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 3 on a 3-bedroom house, 2-story that we are putting up for Madam Joy. Are you ready? So let's dive into the video now. So in your view is a beautiful 3D representation of a 3-bedroom house. It has 1 bedroom in the ground floor. It's a master bedroom, and it has a kitchen, laundry, kitchen store. And then on the first floor, it has 2 rooms right there. It has a family area, kitchenette, and a prayer room. This was designed by Jonathan Tete. In case anybody needs his services, the numbers are on the screen. Contact Jonathan Tete for any assistance when it comes to drawing. So in your view is the existing structure, and we are to modify the existing structure to the design that I showed you. You understand? And that's what I've been showing from episode 1, 2, and 3. Finally, our concrete vibrator came in because we've been waiting for him for quite some time now. So finally it came. This actually is a pneumatic system. Yes, it uses compressed air for that purposes. So that is what we're going to use to demolish the slab. Okay. I think this guy, he took how much did he take? Almost about 4,500. Yes, for demolishing the entire slab. Yeah, these people, they really charge a lot. So we have to, even if I have to rent him a day, that was even higher. So I told him the whole thing as a contract. How much is he going to charge? You understand? He started from 6,000. We have to bargain with him and bargain with him. You understand? So it's not an easy work, because holding that thing, and that thing is vibrating. It's actually vibrating your entire body, and with time it weakens your joint. You understand? So it is not advisable to do this work for a long period of time. Are you with me? The hassle is real, because if you don't do it, how are you going to eat? Ube identity. And there are good side and then the bad side. The good side, it makes work very efficient. Okay, and then in the long run, it has an effect on the human body because of the way it is vibrating. It is weakening your joint. Are you with me? So it is not advisable to use it for too long. Yeah. So the entire slab is coming down. We have to remove the reinforcement because we don't know the type of reinforcement they use. Some people will use 11.5 instead of 12 mm, and that can also cause the sagging in. It could be the span. It could be that the steel bender did not do a good job. Yes, it could be that the masons did everything, but a bad job from a steel fixer. If he probably did not follow the plan, or perhaps the structural engineer is not experienced enough, so he didn't do the structural calculation, because most structural calculation is done, the load is, they start from the top all the way to the bottom. You understand? So they didn't know, okay, how much weight is coming, what is the span. All these were perhaps not performed by the structural engineer. It was done by a draftsman. There are 2 different people in the system now. Draftsmen are even more than structural engineers. Okay, and they pose as though they are structural engineers, but they are not. Okay, structural engineers are just few. Okay, but a well-qualified structural engineer, when he presents a drawing, there's difference between that to that of a draftsman. You understand? So just be careful. You don't have a draftsman designing your house for you as though he's a structural engineer. Because if you have well-structured engineer who does a structural calculation, man, you don't have to be experiencing this, because columns are well positioned. Okay, yes, and then you don't experience such situation. And then also supervision. Okay, before anything else, someone should come and verify. Are you with me? So look at how the whole thing sagging. Just look at the shape. When I remove the concrete slab, you just look at that. That whole portion sank in, and with time it will drop, it will fall. I'm pretty sure we'll start pulling the blocks, and you start seeing cracks in the block work. You understand? So this is the aftermath of the demolition. Okay, the aftermath of the demolition. So we have to remove everything. My mason was suggesting we keep a portion. I told him no. I'm not taking any chances. I have taken someone else's money. I have to demolish everything, and it will cast everything anew. You understand? It has to be fresh. The beams are thicker and stronger. There is enough cement in there. We reposition our columns to hold the beams properly. All these we have to do. So I wasn't ready to take chances at all. Okay, yes. And all these debris, we're going to use them for filling. You understand? Yes. All the electrical piping works destroyed. We're not going to use them anymore. So it was very disheartening, very disheartening. Look at the whole sagging. So you see that the span was the issue. You see, the whole span here is very long, and he did a secret beam. Instead, he was supposed to do a protruding beam across, about 2 of them this way, that will protrude downwards so that the slab will sit on top. Are you with me? But the slab is heavy, and it has no beam underneath. Are you with me? And because of that, it is pulling everything down. A slab needs to rest on a column. Let me say a column, a beam. Sorry. The slab needs to rest on the beam. Are you with me? Yes. And based on the design, there's supposed to be a protruding beam underneath. So again, perhaps the carpenter missed it, because when the carpenter missed it, the steel bender will opt for a secret beam. Are you with me? Yes. One, the carpenter may, because the carpenter must follow the beam arrangement from the structural engineer. There's always a beam arrangement, and in the beam arrangement, it shows that here this beam is protruding at a certain degree, and therefore he needs to do that so that the steel bender comes in and places in the beam. So that beam, the slab will sit on top, and it is resting properly. You understand? Now, most people would don't want to have beam protruding underneath their ceiling, but hey, you can do a plasterboard POP, and you will not see it. You understand? All these consultation need to go in, because myself, I didn't want to experience, beams protruding underneath my slab when I'm sitting in the hall, and then I'm seeing a lot of beams running here and there. It's an old-fashioned system though, but it requires a lot of reinforcement. Now, once, like I'm saying, if the steel bender is going to do a secret beam, then the whole thing there should be a mesh. It should be a double, mesh, or is it double reinforcement? You understand? Or double mat, as they call it. Yes, that's what he's supposed to do. Not just the top bars and the down bars. No, and then he put one secret beam in the middle. No. He has to go and have a return. Go and return. And it should be double. Are you with me? It should be double, and then it should be 20 mm, which should be the secret beam across. Then it should have it like 1, 2, 3 in the middle. 20 mm. You understand? Not 16 mm, because like I said, in recent time, the manufacturing companies are reducing the size of the rods. Some companies, not all of them. So you have to be mindful of where you're buying your reinforcement, because to you're buying 12 mm, but that 12 mm has been reduced. It is like 11.5. It is no longer 12 mm. You understand? It's 11.5. So again, you're losing on the ability for it to withstand the pressure that is coming, because you're using 12 mm so that it will be able to withstand the pressure, but that is not 12 mm. 16 mm is acting like 14 mm, and 18 mm is acting like 16 mm. So you have to go for the high tensile. You understand? High tensile, or perhaps change the company where you're buying your rod from. You have to change that company. Okay, it is very, very important. All the pillars here, we chisel it down. Everything is down. Everything is down. Okay, everything is down. And then the next day, Mr. Christopher Dade had to clean and clean everywhere. We are taking all this and we're going to do a filling with it. We're going to fill the entire backyard. Okay, yes, because that place is slopey, so it is well cleaned. And I love Mr. Christopher Adade. Very hardworking. Yes, very prompt, very proactive. Okay, yes, he doesn't waste time with his work. He has control over the boys, and he has able people around him that can also guide him, in a better way. So it really helps me a lot, because all I have to do is make sure fund is available. I guide them to the best of my knowledge. A structural engineer, if anything, they have to consult Jonathan. Jonathan will tell them, okay, this is what I did, this is what I did, so you have to follow this way. So you can see that we're using the debris. We are using the debris for the filling of the compound, and pretty soon this whole place will be filled. It will be filled up. Are you with me? And then the blocks that we remove, we are going to use them as well. We're going to use the blocks. It hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. So in episode 4, we're going to see in continuation exactly what we've been doing. You see the thickness of the debris. It's so thick. We've been doing plumbing works, a lot of carpentry work. We've been doing gable works. A lot of work will be taking place, and I can't wait to share it with you and for you to see the completion of what we have done for Madam Joy. If you love this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, okay, and give it a thumbs up. From me to you, shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye bye.